YouTube? As we do it all straight from the garage. Got another video for y'all. Got a 2013 Jaguar XKL. This is the long edition. It's the long boy here. So situation is the rear of the car is not rising. Done some diagnosis and we've come to the conclusion that the problem 90% is going to be the pump. So we're going to replace the air compressor on this thing, and hopefully when we do that, we'll go ahead and get the back of this car raised up. It's raised up now because I got it on a jack stand, but first thing I want to do, location of the pump. It's going to be right here, driver's side, right under this plastic wheel well. So I'm going to take this wheel well out. You can get it from the bottom too, but it's just easier if you take the wheel well out, this plastic liner, take that out, and it should have direct access to the pump. So before we start the video, please like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends about us. We finally reached 1,000. I want to thank all of my subscribers for subscribing and keeping us going. All right, so let's get into it. First thing I'm gonna do, take this wheel off, and then I'll come back. All right, so got the wheel off. Now we can focus on this liner. Got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 7 little nuts that you need to take off. So they look like maybe 5/16 or 1/4 inch, something like that. So I'll get those taken off and I'll be back. All right, y'all, so if you notice, I got the front tire back on. Well, took the front tire off, took the lining off, and there was no pump. Come to find out, this car does not have front air suspension. It only has rear air suspension. So went back to the trunk, and after I removed the plastic, ta-da, there it is in the trunk right by the spare tire. Got a fuse box over there and a couple other little issues, but there's your pump. So what I did with this pump, the distribution block was right here. All I did is lift that out. This little wire wasn't connected to anything. It was just in this hole right here, so I pulled that out. And then this red line, if you notice, is connected to the pump. So it goes from the pump to the distribution block, right there where it says P. So I disconnected that, and I was able to move the distribution block out the way. This little wire right here, press down on the back, pull it out. And then you had this wire right here, same deal, press down on the back, pull it out. You got a 10mm bolt here, one here, and one right here. Remove those 3, and there's your pump. Now you got a hose right here that has to come out. So I'll remove that hose, and my pump is out. Notice you got a little condensation down here. I don't know where that's coming from, but we'll look at it. But yeah, if you guys have a Jaguar XJL with rear air suspension and the pump's not in the front, check the trunk. Because I searched far and low and I couldn't find this location. So I just had to go from the shock. And there's a shock there. And then I just had to trace the line, and it brought me back here. So that is the pump removal process. Not terribly difficult. So if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. And I'll probably do a video when I put it back in, just to kind of show you how things go back. So stay tuned. We do it all. All right, guys, so this is what the pump looks like put back in. Okay, this is the red line that I took off. Distribution block sits on top of the pump, and these little grommets, it just pushes in. You have your wire connection here, and bolt 1, bolt 2, and bolt 3. All right, so fairly simple job. Took me about an hour. Oh, and this wire right here that wasn't connected to anything, it just goes in this little hole. You can see that little hole right there. All right, so all in all, took me about an hour. That hose that I had to disconnect goes to a filter. Actually show you right on the old pump. It goes to this filter right here. So if you get a new pump, make sure it has this filter. And yeah, so I'll go ahead and reconnect the battery, test everything, and pray that she lifts up. All right, YouTube, so I'm back. Got the pump installed in the trunk, and this is the end result. She raised back up on her own. I'm gonna drive it around for a little bit just to make sure that it levels out the way it's supposed to. But I think taking the battery cable off while I did it, it erased the system. So it allowed for the car to raise up to where it's supposed to be at. That's just my theory. I don't know that for sure. If anybody else has to do this, you can check it out. But yeah, so that's our end result. So we do it all straight from the garage, man. I appreciate y'all, and see you on the next side. Peace.